Hello students, good morning. So in the previous class we have discussed about the packing efficiency. So in that we have studied three types of unit cells. So and their packing efficiency. First one simple cube, second one body centered cubic unit cell, and third one FCC. So in that we have studied the packing efficiency. So that is simple cube is having the packing efficiency So in that first one simple cube is having the packing efficiency of 52.4%, and second one FCC face centered cubic unit cell is having the packing efficiency of 74%, and third one BCC body centered cubic unit cell is having the packing efficiency of 68%. So these are the packing efficiency. Out of these three, FCC is having the more packing efficiency. Means what? The constituent particles are very compactly arranged in the FCC, whereas in simple cube it is having the less packing efficiency. Okay, so this is we have studied in the previous class, right? So in the previous classes we have studied about this all the crystalline solids or about the solids. So there is a regular arrangement of the constituent particles, we call it as what? Crystalline solid, right? So in that first we started with what? These constituent particles are present or the corners or the faces in the unit cell. So unit cell means what? This is the smallest repeating unit of the crystalline lattice. Okay, so this unit cell is arranged in a regular pattern over the crystal. In a three-dimensional space is called the what? Unit cell. So because of the arrangement of this unit cell, so the geometry of the crystals will be arranged. But this is only true when the crystalline solid is present at the temperature 0 degrees Celsius. So only at the 0 degrees Celsius, so whatever the crystalline solid is there, the constituent particles are arranged in a regular pattern. But when there is a variation in the temperature, means there is an increase in the temperature, so there is some defects we can observe in these crystalline solids. So defects means what? There is a missing or misplacement of the constituent particles. So in the crystalline solid, that we call it as a defects. So in this today class, let's discuss about the defects in the crystalline solids. So these defects are of different type because of the missing of ions or misplacement of ions. Based on this one, we are classified these defects. So let's study about the defects in the crystalline solids. So let's start with the defects in crystalline solids. Right. So defects means what? There is a variations in the crystalline solid or the regular arrangement of the crystalline solid is called the defects, right? So based on the misplacement and the missing of ions, so these are classified into two types. So one is point defect and second one is line defect. So that is, consider here defects. So these defects are classified into two types. First one is point defects and second one is line defects, right? So what is meant by point defects? If there is a missing of atoms or ions in the crystalline unit, crystalline solid, we call it as what? Point defects. Point means what? The missing of atoms from the lattice site. Lattice site means what? It is the point where the constituent ions can be represented. So that point, if the anion or the cation or the molecules are missing from this point, that we call it as a point defects. For example, if you consider the solid here, right? There is a regular arrangement here. Right, so this is a regular arrangement even in a three-dimensional space. Okay, if there is a missing of some ion here, if there is a missing of this ion, assume that there is a missing of ion from this point, that point we call it as what? Point defect. Okay, if there is a missing of whole row or whole column in the crystalline solid, that we call it as what? Line defect. Suppose if the line is missing here, means this row is missing from the crystalline solid, right? So this type of defects we call it as what? Line defects. Okay, right. Again, based on the missing of ions, whatever the point defects is there, so this is again classified into two types. So these point defects are we can observe in non-ionic crystal as well as ionic crystal, right? So means this point defects again we can observe in non-ionic or ionic crystal and non-ionic crystalline solid or crystal, right? So in the non-ionic crystal, based on the bond or based on the missing, we are having the two types. So in that first one, vacant defect or vacancy point vacancy defect, or another one is interstitial defect. Okay, so next comes non-ionic crystals are again classified into vacancy and the interstitial defects. Vacancy defects means what? In the same, if you consider this ionic crystal as a non-ionic crystal, if there is a missing of, because of the missing of ion, if there is a vacancy, if we observe any vacancy, that type of defect we call it as what? Vacancy defect. Okay, if the missing whatever the ion is there, if it is occupies some gap space, whatever the void we have studied in the previous class. Okay, so in that void, if it occupies, so here or somewhere in the empty space, if that missing ion is occupied, that we call it as what? Interstitial defect. Okay, so this about the non-ionic crystal. So the very important point is, let's study about this ionic crystal. So in this ionic crystals, we are again classified into three. So those are, first one, stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect. Second one, non-stoichiometric defect. And third one, impurities defect. Impurities defect. So here, when it's come to this stoichiometric defect, it's a very important one. So because again we are classified here in a two types. So let's study about that: stoichiometric, non-stoichiometric, and the impurities defects. So here come to the point defects. So let's start with the stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect. So this type of defects we can observe in the type of ionic crystal of type AB. So means here the anions and cations are present in the equal ratio, means the same number of cations and anions if the present in the crystalline solid. So that type of crystalline solid, whatever the defects we can observe, that we call it as what? Stoichiometric defect. But how there is a defects can be observed? So here, based on the missing of ions, we are again classified into two types, or it can be observed differently. Means if the same number of cations and the anions are missing from the crystalline lattice, that type of defects we call it as a Schottky defect. So this is very important for your annual examination for the 2 marks. So in this stoichiometric defects, again we are having the 2 types of defects. So in that first one, Schottky defect. Schottky defect means what? If you consider the crystalline lattice, so there is having the equal number of cations as well as anions. If the same number of cations and the anions are missing from that crystalline lattice, that type of defects we call it as what? Schottky defects. Means the missing of same number of anion and cations from the crystalline lattice is called Schottky defect. So means what? Consider this one as a crystal. So here these are negatively and positively charged ions are present in a regular pattern. That is, if it is A, B, A, B, A. So this one B, A, B, A, B. So here it is A, B, A, B, A. It is B, A, B, A, B. So this is what the arrangement. So there is a alternative A, B ions are present here. So if consider A is a positively charged ion, A is positively charged ion and B is negatively charged ion. So here if there is a missing of same number of cation and anion, suppose if there is a is missing here, at the same time there is a B is also missing from that crystal. Means what? There is a missing of same number of positive and negatively charged ion. These type of defects we call it as a Schottky defect. Schottky, yes, stands for what? Same number of. So just assume that yes means the same number of cations and anions are missing from the crystal. That type of defects we call it as a Schottky defect. Okay, so this is important for the 2 marks. Next, the same thing we can observe in the second one, that is Frankel defect. Frankel defect. So here the same crystal, but there is a missing of only cation, and that will also occupies the interstitial space. Means suppose consider the crystal here, so here it is A, B, A, B. It is B, A, B, A. So it is A, B, A, B. Suppose this is what the crystalline solid. If when it's come to the Frankel defect, what happened here? The cation is missing from this space or this lattice. So this will become what? Vacant. But it will not miss from the crystal, rather than that will occupy the interstitial space. Interstitial space means what? Somewhere here in the crystal only. So here it is A. Somewhere in the interstitial space or the vacant space it will be occupied. So this type of defect we call it as what? Frankel defect. So defect in which the missing of only cation and that will occupies the interstitial space in the lattice crystal is called the Frankel defects. So write down defects in which only cation is missing from lattice site and occupies the interstitial position in lattice crystal is called Frankel defect. So only here cation, because cations are very less in size compared to anion, hence it will occupy the interstitial space. Okay, so this is also very important for your examination point of view. Out of these two, you will get any one for the 2 marks. So this is about the stoichiometric defects. Because here it is a missing of what? Same number of cation and anion, hence it will become, or it will maintain the neutrality. Here also there is a only missing of cation, that too present in the same crystal, but it is present in the interstitial space, hence again there is a maintain of what? Electrical neutrality. So hence it is called what? Stoichiometric defects.